going on, y'all? Jimmy Macram here. You'll have to excuse me. I didn't write much down for this, so I'm going to be freeballing, going off the cuff here quite a bit, so bear with me if my thoughts are all over the place. Now, what a season finale. What a chapter finale for Narcos Season 2, Episode 10. I said during Episode 9 or 8 that I wasn't quite sure if Narcos was... It's a great show. I wasn't sure if it was on the caliber of Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones or The Wire, that level of show. Just fucking perfect. I must say, after Episode 10, I did have to reconsider. I did have to think it over a bit more. I still don't know if I'd put it there, but this incarnation, this interpretation, this adaptation of Pablo Escobar is most certainly one of my favorite and best TV characters ever. He commits atrocities. He's not a bad person. You know what I mean? Oh, he did this to this person. He did that to that person. What a scumbag. Bernie Madoff. Like, atrocities. He's blowing up planes. He's bombing streets. He's killing kids. And still, somehow, some way, you manage to always find a little bit of, oh, I hope Pablo makes it out of here every time he finds himself in a tight spot. Or as the world fucking crumbles around him, he's losing lieutenants, he's losing money, his wife and kids are fucking separated. You saw all this shit is going on. He's still like, oh, poor guy. Poor guy. He just bombed that plane. He just killed that kid. I don't know what to tell you. Somebody recently told me that, I forget the guy's name. The guy who plays Pablo. Wagner something? That he was nominated for a Golden Globe. He deserved the Golden Globes, the Platinum Globe, an Emmy, every award you can fucking think of. He annihilated it as Pablo Escobar in every moment. Though, I will say this. I need a reason to curse somebody out, but with the recent events in fucking Charlottesville. Pablo calling people racist, Nazi, gonorrhea is a term I want to incorporate into my everyday life. I'm going to say it in English, and then I'm going to figure out how to say it in Spanish, and I'm just going to use it from here on out. Definitely was one of my favorite characters. I say my favorite character in the show. And one of the best characters ever, as far as I'm concerned, right up there with Tony Soprano or Walter White or Rick Grimes or Vic Mackey or Frank Underwood, just right up there. And you know what's pretty good? This is kind of a tangent, but I'll get back on track. Don Draper from Mad Men. I gotta be honest, I tried to watch the first season, I think 2 seasons, of Mad Men. Anything that fucking Don Draper wasn't in, fucking fast forward. I just can't get into the show unless he's on screen. So he's on the list as well. Yeah, Pablo was amazing. Tata was amazing. We can talk about soldiers all day. A lot of you don't get it. I don't say a lot. Some of you don't get it. You don't seem to understand the concept. The concept is not you have this blind person following you around. That's not the issue. Okay? Bear with me. Some asshole. Might have been a girl. I'm not entirely sure. Asshole. Anyway. He's like, oh, Jimmy just wants a fucking empty husk or some shit. Somebody who fucking blindly follows him. It's not about blindly following him. This is about together, right? People say, we're together. We're a team. He's my best friend. These things were true, right? You could never leave. As long as he was right by you, in his own mind, you could never leave, right? So that was my point. Two of you are one for all and all for one. We're a team. We're a unit. Like fucking, what do you call that? Siamese twins. We're together and moving forward through this thing. And that's who Tata was this entire fucking time. Just boom, 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 boom. Until the very end. In which case, I felt like he had given her enough cause, right? He had given her enough of a reason where she could have made a non-soldier decision. Once Pablo refused to turn himself in. Which is who he is, to be fair. To be fair to him. It's like, he's never been that guy. You can't ask him to be that guy now. But once Pablo said, I'm not turning myself in, essentially, fuck that, I'll figure something else out. Instead of making sure you guys are safe, I'm gonna see what I can do. I thought she had all rights to I did my part. I love you, but I can't. I gotta protect the kids. They are now part of our team, and I'm protecting 2 of our teammates over the 1. But she didn't, and it almost caused her. And now I'm on the subject. Again, the point is not to never butt heads. Like, she was fucking reaming him into an asshole in the nicest way possible. Probably you gotta think about fucking the kids. We're not gonna be safe here. This, that, and the third. You are free to question and yell and give differing opinions in private. When we are in private, feel free. Curse me out. Tell me I'm wrong. Whatever. In public, Sansa, just back me up. That's it. Don't fucking male ego. It's not male ego. If it was a woman, I'm trying to think of a situation. When you watch Walking Dead, Deanna, her husband is the number 2. She's the number 1. Her husband's the number 2. He has to back up whatever the fuck she says in public. In private, he can say what he wants. In public, she's out front. Now, Pena and Murphy. I felt Pena's story got really interesting in season 2, as he got further and further into shit, quite frankly. Steve kind of took a step back, which I didn't mind. I felt Pena is the more interesting character to me. By the way, I mentioned it in the fucking episode. They showed a picture of the real Steve. We definitely bumped him up a little bit here, right? We definitely photoshopped a little bit for Netflix Steve. Netflix Steve looks like a decent looking guy. Regular Steve, real life Steve's a mess. Even Netflix with all their fucking gritty realism, like, let's not get crazy now. It is a TV show. What a fucking moment. By the way, I did figure that was the real Steve in the bar. Didn't know that was Pena, real Pena. I know it was real Steve. He looks like him. After Pablo and Tata, it would have to be Carrillo, who was a savage with a badge. He wasn't around much in season 2, but for the 4 episodes where he was around, what? Quick count, pissed on Pablo's mural, shot a kid in the head, and pushed 2 assholes out of a helicopter. That's what you call making the most of your opportunity. And even though all that shit was awesome, not even his best moment. His best moment happened in season 1, where he calls Pablo and calls his son a tub of lard. Which still makes me laugh and smile. It's a kid. I don't care. Awesome. How the show is going to survive without Pablo. Oh, I'm not done with Pablo. I forgot to mention one of the other moments I loved in season 2. The conversation between Pablo and Gustavo's memory, I guess. First of all, it was beautiful. It almost got me when Pablo was staring. I'm trying not to cry before he said I missed you. To say it all went down after Gustavo is a bit of an understatement. That is the loss. Oh, and Carrillo did that. He was the glue. He was that soldier. He's the perfect example of a soldier. He backed Pablo up in public and then in private. Until he was fucking up. Whenever he was fucking up, which was frequently. And without that voice in his head to go, don't do that. Like fucking killing those guys in the fucking prison. Imagine if Gustavo was there in prison. Those guys would be alive. None of this shit would have happened. He would have kept Velasco in a fucking check. Shut your fucking mouth. I'm not sure what you're trying to do here. But keep that shit checked. Limon. Oh, another soldier. Oh, I felt so bad for that girl. He had a fantastic arc, by the way. Another person who kind of grew from his role into one of the more important roles on the show. I felt so bad when he died. Damn, what a fantastic show. I might have to reconsider it again. I gotta think one more time, maybe. And to be fair, we only have 2 seasons. I gotta see how the 3rd season goes without Pablo. Now, speaking of not Pablo, I forget his fucking name. The guy who Tata talked to at the end. That was almost the perfect example. The perfect way to show us this is not going to be Pablo Part 2. This guy is different. He's a complete piece of garbage. Like just... I'm not sure he has any redeeming quality. Like Pablo cared about people, at least Colombia, the poor people. And then when he got fucked over, he just said, fuck that. Right? This guy, I don't think cares about anything except money. I'll take everything you have. And then had that smile on his face. Oh, a piece of garbage. A lot of people I want to see hit the deck in this show. CIA guy, the Castaños, Pacho, everybody. That piece of Gilberto? Fuck it. And they didn't harp on it much. Maybe they'll do it this season. But they wasted so much time. I'm not saying Pablo shouldn't have been stopped. Clearly, he's a dangerous man. But a lot of that dangerous thing happened from escalation. Pablo does this, so you do that. And Pablo does fucking that. So then you go get these guys. Pablo was fuck that. But they wasted so much time stopping Pablo because of cocaine. And like there's more now. Like Pablo lost his way, these assholes lost their way. It shouldn't be about Pablo. It should be about this goal of apparently stopping drugs. And you failed miserably. I'm nervous about season 3. Much like another show I watch that got rid of a main character. And I'm super nervous about that season. I'm super nervous about this season. Well, Pablo wasn't as big of a character as the one I'm thinking of. He's pretty goddamn big. Pretty goddamn big. Anywho, I'm probably going to start Black Sails. I want to say before the end of the month. Maybe the 27th, I want to say. We'll see. Not entirely sure. Post your comments down below. Like, share, subscribe.